In this topic, we will understand the handshake mechanism between client and server and also discuss about several possible attacks with the TLS 1.2 protocol. This is basically the abstract design where client browser and server uses to exchange a session key to encrypt the data. In this, client initiates a secure connection, client sends the hello message. Server responds by sending its public key to the client. So they go through a key exchange mechanism. There are several possible options like Defi key Hellman and other options to exchange the key between client and server. Browser generates a random value k and then browser encrypts this using the public key of the server. Server uses its private key to decrypt the session key. Both client and server establishes a symmetric key. Now that a symmetric session key has been distributed, both parties have a secure channel across which they can communicate. Now let's see how the data will be encrypted from client and sent to the server. First thing that happens is plaintext or message is divided into 16 KB block and the Message Authentication Code MAC is generated for the plaintext. Then the plaintext gets encrypted with the session key, which results in ciphertext. Resultant ciphertext is transmitted along with the MAC computed in step 1. This mechanism for the encryption is called Mac-then-Encrypt. First, MAC is computed for the plaintext and then encryption is applied. And the first thing that server does is it will go ahead and decrypt the data and then only it will check the integrity of the tag. The reason is server first decrypts the data that was sent from the client. Then the MAC is computed on the plaintext and then only it will check the integrity of the data by comparing the hash that was sent. So fundamentally the problem is server is using the key to decrypt the data before any integrity check on the data is being done. So the decryption is happening first and then verification happens next. Here the attacker can formulate all sorts of ciphertext attacks in the middle. So there can be bots trying to perform denial of service attack on server, making it unavailable for the legitimate user. Server will be using most of its resources to decrypt the junk packets which attacker is sending instead of serving the legitimate user. The solution for the problem and the recommended way to encrypt is to perform things in the reverse order, that is first encrypt and then MAC. This approach is called Authenticated Encryption.